Went on a date with this man, and I honestly thought it would go down in history as one of my top 3 best dates. I left the date giggling, kicking my feet in the Uber home, smiling. Wrong. So deeply wrong. I went bowling, and low-key I was like crushing him. Like strike after strike, spare after spare. We were par for par on that. Little did he know I grew up with Wii Bowling. After bowling, we just walked around the city for a little while and talked about everything in between. He was asking questions, he was flirting, like we were giggling. In my head, I'm like, oh my goodness, I finally found a normal man. I cannot wait to go out with him again. I'm like texting the group chat while I'm in the bathroom, trying to think of an outfit and like a plan. Then I wake up. Not a dream. No, not a dream. Real life. I got a text from him, verbatim saying, I'm actually not looking for a girlfriend right now, but I would love to be your friend. What happened between 2 a.m. and breakfast?
What's wrong with him wanting to be friends with you? Don't the best relationships start off as friends? Can't he grow on you? But what's really happening here is men can go elsewhere. So they say, you know what? We could be friends and I'm going to still hit, but I'm not looking to commit. They don't understand that they can gain access to commitment with effort. Nah, all they hear is, I'm getting X'd out of this and I don't like how this feels. When a man is even saying that, it doesn't mean that he doesn't want anything really like that. What it really should be taken as is I can work my way through this if I show this dude enough cooperation. I can work through this. I can show him that I'm the woman for him by putting in heavy effort. Now, all they hear is I'm getting friend zoned. This is total disrespect. It's funny, right? They never understand what's happening, even though they give this treatment out the most. They can't see outside of anything besides I want, I take, gimme, me, I. It's the end of the world. What the hell is wrong with this fool? Let's get the next one.
I just got stood up on a date. I don't think dating is for me. I matched with someone on Hinge and we had a time and place set up, everything. We get here. I've been waiting 10 minutes. I texted him, have you arrived yet? No response. Like, no response. The date's not happening. It's not happening. It was more of like a casual thing, like drinks, getting to know each other. There's appetizers here, great. Why can't we be honest if we're not even gonna show up or what your intentions are? You're 27 years old. You're 20. It's exhausting getting ready. I'm not even like upset about it. I'm just like, are you serious? I am exhausted. I'm tired. I'm tired of this and I'm only 27. And if this is what it's like, I'm scared. I'm scared and I don't, how are we meeting people? So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna go get In and Out and animal fries because I freaking deserve it.
Yeah, men are becoming more savage when it comes to even offering dates or taking women out on dates. And I think it's because most men don't want to date. Let's be real about this. See, they're going to say that's a lie. Most men don't really want to date. We just know that you enjoy it. So if we're feeling you, we're willing to do it. But most men would rather have you just come over to the crib. Let's be real. Let's just have a good time. Let's share some drinks. Let's watch something on the tube, on the TV, on the telly, as some people say. And we could just chill. We could just hang out. But men are being more selective on, who they take on dates because who's really worth it? And then another woman will come around and she's like, I'm cool just doing next to nothing. So a guy's like, okay, we could do that. And then these women get stood up trying to go on dates from the dating app. I'm going to say it once again. Dating apps are hookup apps. They're really just hookup apps. And then once a guy's like, she's sexually attracted to me. Oh yeah, we cool. We can do the dates. As a matter of fact, women who I've taken on dates, we actually hooked up first. And then I had no problem. $100 here, $200 here. I had no problem because I already know she was feeling me. The problem is, men aren't trying that anymore. Men aren't going for that. There's a voicemail floating around. All the women are having a problem with it. This guy told the woman, you invited me over, but I'm letting you know right now, I'm trying to get into it with you. So if that's not what you want, let me know right now so I can save myself the trouble. They went out on one date. She invites him over and he's like, yo, I'm just letting you know, these are my boundaries. These are my standards. If it's not going to be that, we don't have to push it any further. This is where we're getting to. Women are gonna call men broke, cheap, all of that, whatever, bro, because broke ain't poor. Don't even take that as disrespect. She calls you a brokey or you're broke. Well, I'm not poor. That's it. Men aren't taking offense to shaming language. Men are being very selective on who they actually take out on dates. And they don't like it. Men aren't simping anymore. They're not bowing down anymore. What's it worth? Let's get the next one.
I thought I was on the best date of my life. I actually just got home. It's 1 a.m. And like I left this date smiling and giggling. Literally texted my group chat and was like, Hinge finally did something good for once. Nope. We were at this restaurant. We were watching the World Cup. And then we went out after. And then we spent like an hour literally just walking around the city. And we talked about our future. We were laughing and flirting. He kissed me goodnight. And he was like, I had such a fun time. I just got back and I got this text. Just reread it. It goes, I had so much fun with you tonight, but I'm just not looking for anything right now. I think we should stay friends. Friends? So you flirt with all your friends? Like apparently if a guy flirts with you all night and is so cute and romantic, it means he just wants to be friends?
You see, they shame men for never wanting to accept the friend zone. They'll fight tooth and nail. You really want to lose me as a friend? You don't want to be my friend? Like there's so much benefit in it for a guy, right? But when the shoe is on the other foot, they just can't understand. They don't really see a benefit. They don't see a benefit to it because they actually are interested in that guy. So the guys that they're not really interested in, I keep trying to tell brothers, when they're not really interested in you, they will play all sorts of games. Waiting game, rules, standards, deal breakers, all of this type of stuff. When they really want you, they'll move in your direction. It'll be super easy. It's the same thing. They don't like being told, well, I really want to take things slow. We could be friends. They don't want to hear that when they're interested in you because they're rarely interested in dudes, period. Do not believe this. But isn't this funny? A guy's being respectful. He's like, you know what? I just think we'd be better off as friends. And they can't stand it. There goes the access. We had a great night. We walked around, we did this, we moved from here to here. And when you say we should be friends, all they really see is that going out the window. You get physical with them, they like getting physical with you, that's going out the window. But it's funny how a man doesn't have the ability to choose. He can't change his mind, he can't nothing. But they can all day. Makes sense. Let's get the next one.
I think one of the things that absolutely sucks the most about dating is you can't even get excited anymore. Because once you do, it's only a matter of time for the other shoe drops and a guy does something fucking stupid, or you find out he's lying or has a girlfriend or is married or isn't ready to commit to a relationship even though he just love bombed you for a couple weeks. And it sucks. Like, I mean, it just absolutely sucks. Dating's supposed to be fun. You're supposed to be able to like get excited and, you know, trust what people tell you and not always have to assume that they're lying to your face. And yeah, fortunately, not the dating world we live in. So I know it's not a unique experience. I know most of us are going through that, but it sucks so much. Like every time I found a guy that is like pretty much checks off just about every box I have. And like I have pretty high standards, but they're not like unattainable to reach. Every time I have found that, I like it ends like so fast. And it's usually for some stupid reason, but honestly, I just think they're like mirroring me and telling me what I want to hear and like portraying themselves to be the type of guy that they know I want. So yeah, I think I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. This is absolutely insane.
No, you can't get excited about your type of guy. See, they don't want a normal guy. A normal guy, they'll have to explain things to, lead them to things. A guy who understands women is what she's talking about. You can't get excited over a guy who actually understands women. You really can't. That's half the battle. You just need to know what they want, and either you're the guy that fits that mold or you're not. I try to help brothers out with this. You can't complain about dating if things aren't going easy for you. That's literally reality showing you that you're not really exactly what most women want, and there's no problem with that. All I'm saying is the guys that women want, 9 times out of 10, they find them attractive. The other side of it is they understand women. The problem for women is once a guy understands women, he ain't really going for too much. He knows how to play them. When she's talking about, you know, guys will just morph into the type of guys that you want. They'll just mirror you. Yeah, these guys are already They've already been through a bunch of women. They know the deal already. And that's not good for you. But the men aren't complaining. It's you that are complaining. The men are cool with casual. They're cool with doing their thing. You're the one that's looking for all these extra benefits. You want a guy to kick all these things to you, and you don't have to kick anything back. They're going to keep going for the same type of guy over and over and over again. And that's not a problem. It's really not a problem. The problem is when they go try to get a guy that they're never interested in to begin with. And I saw a very funny comment. I forgot in what comment section. It wasn't mine. And a woman's like, yeah, men even have a problem when we step outside of our usual type. Then they say that we're using those guys. Yeah, it's not a problem. Just telling the truth. Why can't you get the guy who's your type to commit to you? Sounds like they're really not the prize at all.